it makes the most sense to learn how to boulder first because there's no gear involved.
Yeah.
And it would be nice, you know, to start off in the morning while it's still cool and we don't have high humidity, to, you know, go ahead and take the mats and to learn a little bit just about basic climbing and bouldering. And then before you can really rappel and set anchors and climb and stuff like that, you need to learn some knots. You could eat lunch, work on some knots, set up like a belay school right in camp, and later in the afternoon we could go out and see what we can get in them, like as far as rappelling and climbing. You know, show you guys how to set up anchors and throw the ropes.
Well, you know, let's just count this as all the modeling I did for y'all that I'm not getting paid for.
Pretty good.
If it's I don't care if someone's wearing a baseball cap or something. They were always like, well, it's distracting to other students. Yeah, just like the whole. No, if I was to wear maybe a pimp hat with a giant feather coming out the top, that might be distracting.
Well, they said that girls like low-cut shirts that show cleavage was distracting.
Oh, yeah, it's distracting.
Of course it's distracting.
The second tree back there, what don't you like?
Because it's behind it.
Talk to me. It's straight behind it?
So the rope's going to have to go around the tree, which is creating another...
Okay, so yeah.
Oh, I didn't think about
that's
that.
legit. So if we're coming straight here, then the rope's wrapping around that tree, and if it's wrapping around this tree, what can happen?
Friction.
It can abrade the rope, because as we go this way, it's going to take that tubular webbing up and down on that tree. It could abrade it. So it does compromise that second anchor.
I think you'd be fine right here.
On this one?
Through here, down around through that.
Is there an under?
Is there an under?
Like this.
Is there? Okay. What do you guys think? Is that solid?
Yeah.
Looks pretty solid.
All the woodchuck could have woodchuck would.
All right.
Are we all good? Sinus all right? Everything good? All right. Get out of here.
Rappelling.
Remember we were talking about, you can keep going, I'm just rattling on. But remember how we were talking about safety?
Yeah.
This is one of those things that we should be considering with safety. Like when we were looking at the route, you know, we're gonna stumble around at the beginning of the rappel.
Well, look out, honey, he's coming in high, shooting like a star in the western sky, looking for a place to crash and burn, and it's your turn.
that's cool.
The breakfast yesterday. You love this stuff? Like, I'm not a big fan of just lobsters making no eggs. And that was sausage. Are we not going to rappel down the same one we did yesterday?
I don't think there's another out here. No, we're trying to find another spot, but the problem is getting up, not getting down.
Might have to loosen the whole knot. There you go. Start walking down that, then bam, your face is going to hit, and you're going to be upset about that.
So you gotta
So what you've got to do is you got to go down there, just like you do here. When you get to that edge, plant your feet, let your butt fall down lower, so that your feet are not above your head, but your feet are just about even with your face. And then you jump out a little bit at the same time as you give yourself a little slack. And then if you do that and you come back, then your feet should either hit down here enough to keep your face from hitting, or else you're free rappelling then, which means you're just hanging on the rope and you're not touching anything on the cliff face.
Well, you know how you kind of had to feed the rope through for yourself every time you went? Well, now you're picking up double the weight going on.